In this constantly changing world, life and personal values can seem more than a little unstable. Just when you think you have it all figured out, then everything changes. Sometimes life can seem overwhelming. Well, the good news is you can change your life. You have within you the power to learn to flow with the changes and smooth out the bumps of life. You can experience the joy, peace, health, and abundance you deserve. You were created to be happy and productive. That urge to grow and express yourself is put there for a reason. Learn the spiritual principles that can help you not just to survive, but thrive in this changing world. At Unity, we'd like to help you do just that.
Imagine a spiritual path that honors the universal truths in all religions, that sees we are all one. Imagine a movement that respects each person's right to choose their spiritual path. Imagine a spiritual movement that empowers and unites rather than divides. This is Unity. For more than a century, Unity has offered a positive, practical, and progressive approach to understanding and applying the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters.
Welcome to the Unity of Chicago South Beyond Wall Spiritual Community Sunday Celebration live stream. We are simultaneously live streaming on various platforms. Previous celebrations are available on YouTube to Unity of CCS. Thank you for bringing your consciousness to this space.
Welcome to today's reading. We look forward to researching and bringing you readings from various past and current Unity materials and other spiritual sources. We hope that you will find upliftment as well as practical application that will enhance your life experience in a positive way. Thank you for your presence.
An excerpt taken from Get the Picture by Mary Alice and Richard Jaffa. Thinking is not enough. Consider for a moment what would happen if our thoughts were not followed by an emotion. Nothing at all would happen. A thought must be followed by an emotion if there is to be action. Without emotion, there is no motivation. Without motivation, there is no movement. Let's say you were thinking about writing a letter. If you don't How many letters do you? Why have you written them? Emotions are the way to get ourselves motivated, and motivation is the only way we can get ourselves to act. No one knows for sure just how all this turns into action, but somehow nerve impulses are initiated, signals are sent, enzymes are released, chemical reactions are started, and muscles move. A pen is picked up and a letter is written. Actions begin with thoughts, but they are shaped by imagination and catalyzed by emotions.
The brain trains the body. To affect the body, and the best way to do this is with clear images. When we hold a clear image of what we want, a part of the brain called the limbic sugar and fat metabolism, and much more. The brain begins tailoring the body's response to correspond to the blueprint we have given it. When we consciously create a vivid image of what we want, when we have a clearly defined goal, our actions and our bodily processes are subconsciously directed toward the attainment of that goal. The more emotions involved, the more excitement we can generate about reaching that goal, the better the chance we have of attaining it.
Unity of Chicago South. Beyond Walls Spiritual Community. You are invited to a consciousness lifting celebration. Streaming live at 11 a.m. Sundays.
Good morning, my love. Welcome to Guided Meditation by Lavender. I'm happy you made the choice to meditate. Start your day with positive intention. Let's get into a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees with your palms facing up. Take 3 deep breaths with an open mouth of exhale.
Positive way. Thank you for your presence.
An excerpt taken from Get the Picture by Mary Alice and Richard Chapman. Thinking is not enough. Consider for a moment what would happen if our thoughts were not followed by an emotion. Nothing at all would happen. A thought must be followed by an emotion if there is to be action. Without emotion, there is no motivation. Without motivation, there is no movement. Let's say you were thinking about writing a letter. If you don't desire to write it, however, if an emotion doesn't follow your thought, the letter will never get written. How many letters do you owe? Why haven't you written them?
Celebration. Streaming live at 11 a.m. Sundays.
Good morning, my love. Welcome to a guided meditation by Lavender. I'm happy you made the choice to meditate and start your day with positive intention. Let's get into a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees with your palms facing up. Take 3 deep breaths with an open mouth exhale. Now, take a moment for gratitude. Focus on what you have to be grateful for today. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Breathe in and imagine positive energy coming into your body through the top of your head. As you breathe out, imagine that positive energy flowing through your body all the way down your limbs and pushing old, stagnant energy out through the tips of your toes. So breathe in positive, loving energy. And breathe out. Let all that positive energy flow through you, washing away any negative thoughts, energy, and emotions that aren't serving you. Continue this visualization for a few more deep breaths. With this, you're giving yourself an energetic cleanse to begin your day with high vibrational energy. Being intentional with your energy and learning to cultivate it is a valuable skill that can change the trajectory of your day and, in time, the trajectory of your life. Today is a new day, a beautiful day, with new possibilities and opportunities coming your way. Yesterday is in the past, so you can let go of that now. Let go of anything from the past that weighs you down. You don't need it anymore. Each day is a chance to start anew. So start today with a fresh mind and a light heart. You have the power to shape your day in any way you desire. All it takes is intention in every little choice you make. So, use today to create a brighter future for yourself. I'll be sharing some positive affirmations for your day, so feel free to repeat along with me in your mind. I am worthy. I am enough. I love myself. I trust myself. I believe in myself, and I'm fully confident in myself. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Everything is happening for my greatest good. I am powerful. I am protected. I am guided. I am strong. I am brave. I am resilient. I choose love over fear. I am fully deserving of success and love. My life is abundant and full of joy. I am an artist of life. I have the power to create my dream life. take 3 final breaths with an open mouth exhale. You are now ready to begin your day as your highest self. Blink open your eyes and see the world around you with a fresh perspective. Have a beautiful day, sending you so much love. Namaste.
Thank you in advance for supporting the Unity of Chicago South spiritual community mission to provide the message, Be Better to Do Better, with the financial support you contribute. And please share our work on your social media.
It is a pleasure to join you in June, halfway through the month, almost halfway. I guess when we get to the end of June, that's when we get the real halfway point. So with that said, it is a pleasure. I want to thank you for actually being here today. So important for this guided meditation as we do on every first Sunday. I am Reverend Arkan, your guide and one of the ministers here serving you at Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community streaming from Chicago. I do have a reminder before we get into today's meditation and ask you, have you downloaded your copy of the Golden Key from unityocs.org from our downloads page? And the reason I ask is that I really hope that you, if you're watching now live, or if you're watching later on, that you can add your energy to the coffee tea sip open forum that we are engaging in each third Sunday, starting this month in June. That would be June 18th. And yes, I know it is Father's Day. But about the pamphlet, it's a very short read explaining very important spiritual principles. And the ideas that we will chat and share our various experiences with it, or the experiences that we want to have. But speaking of spiritual principles, I want to remind you that there is an infinite source available to everyone. It is there for each who seek it, no matter their race, their gender, even their religion. See, believe what you may, but you should know that the source of the universe is also the source of each of us. Therefore, the principle supporting the stars is the principle supporting and available to each of us. And as I declare this statement in the first person, please know that I am declaring it for all. I am open and honest and accepting and receptive to this divine living principle. Father, Mother, God, I am grateful. This is my declaration. This is my truth. And as I embrace it, so it becomes, and all is well, and well indeed. We had 2 meditations that preceded today's guided meditation, and all to get us in the mood to clear, as our first person said, to clear the way, to eliminate all the things that may have been on your mind as we go forth today. And I want to pick up on that theme, and before we start today's first Sunday guided meditation. See, I thought we could do something a little different on this journey. So just bear with me. We have honored our sacred selves each first Sunday for over 2 years as we come together and travel down this guided path. It recently came to me that we each come to this sacred time with an individual purpose, excuse me, which is wonderful in itself. So I ask that you take what I'm about to say, take what I'm about to propose as it's intended. In fact, let me pose it as a question. What if I rethought our focus during this time together? Just what if? What if we reimagined our sacred inner journey? What if we viewed this journey as one with the end in mind of actually laying ourselves, our spiritual selves, at the base, at the foot of our own spiritual altar. Doing this without any desire, without any want. In fact, the only outcome that we have in our mind being the fulfillment of conscious connection with the power within. What if the one expected outcome is the revelation of that inner spiritual connection with our own true self? What if? Just imagine that. Let's just imagine that connection. Let's just pause for a moment and imagine that. What if we accepted that the resolution, that the fulfillment of all perceived needs, perceived desires, and wants, actually the fulfillment emanates from that inner connection? And finally, what if we made allowing that inner conscious connection to be our only goal during this sacred period? Not to date myself, but they used to say, I'm just asking. Well, we've done some work to add a couple of new features. We're testing them and we're hoping, praying, expecting them to work, to give us a little more relaxation during the our contemplation period as we move in this, meditative journey. And we're doing this so that the focus is totally on just contemplating the thought. So we've added a bell to indicate the beginning and the end of each period of silence. And I truly do hope this adds to more calmness to the journey that we are undertaking. So I say, now let us prepare. Find your position, whatever it may be, however it may be. Find your position and become relaxed. Allow all thoughts to drift off into the ether. Remembering the affirmations and the lessons that we had earlier, allowing them to take hold and move us into a new space. Realizing, accepting, as we heard earlier, in this moment, at this time, there is no yesterday. In this moment, at this time, there is no concept of a tomorrow. In this moment, at this time, our imagination is focused only on this moment and only on this time. Expecting that we have full right, accepting and expecting that we have full right of the exploration of the allness that this day can provide. Breathe in. Release. Know that as I speak in the first person, that I'm speaking for all, and that all is speaking into me. As I have released the tomorrows and the yesterdays, I also release the guidance of my ego guide. I dismiss this guide that has shined in various life crises, but it was never designed to be the lead guide in my spiritual discovery journey. As I release my unaware or aware adherence to the external focus of the ego guide, I feel the power of my inner Christ I feel it as it takes its full and rightful place, its full and rightful position as the lead guide in my life. As lead guide, the spirit of the indwelling Christ unleashes its divine imagination into my life experience. A divine imagination that operates from a premise of an inner truth that is innately connected with the source of all. And that truth opens me to the availability of all possibilities. The more I move from ego guidance to Christ guidance, the more I move away from the hypnotic ego guidance that sees from the outer to the inner. The more I feel the Christ power that sees the truth and guides me from the true understanding that life expresses from the inner to the outer. Where ego guidance imagines differences, Christ guidance knows oneness. Where ego guidance imagines the need to overcome, Christ guidance understands the process of release. Scripture speaks of the understanding that John the Baptist expressed, that there was a need for him, representing ego, to decrease, to allow the coming forth of the Christ. Like it is written of John, I too now release the ego guidance in joyous anticipation of the forthcoming of the increase of the growing guidance of my inner Christ. Oh, yes. Knowing that it guides in accordance with my degree of conscious acknowledgement and acceptance of His presence. I now rest in this understanding. Breathe. Hold. Release. Again. Breathe. Hold. Release. Now rest. I choose to create from the inner Christ guidance. I choose to imagine from the inner Christ guidance. This guidance based on the love of my source for all its creations. Based on the good of my source through all its creation. As I lay at the spiritual altar, I open to receive the fully illuminated Christ consciousness, Christ light that is emanating from the inner to the outer. I know that it moves into full illumination into my thinking, full illumination into my feeling, full illumination into my consciousness. It diminishes the darkness of the outer focused ego and shines through me as my light of life. It is my light of belief, and I accept it. It is my light of faith, and I cooperate with it. It is my hope of glory, and I expect its presence to light my way. This presence is the Father within me doing the work of expressing as me. This uninhibited light lifts me to understand that I am more than the child of man. I am the child of the Most High. I carry within me the Christ seed. Therefore, I am the rightful possessor. I am the rightful user. I am the right holder of divine imagination. I surrender to this inner light. I surrender to this inner light. I surrender to the truth of my Christ connection. I surrender to letting divine good express into my life experience. I rest in this surrender. Breathe. Hold. Release. One more time. Breathe. Hold. Release. Now rest. Thy grace is my sufficiency. I have journeyed through life overly leaning on ego guidance and still have been divinely loved. I choose this day. I choose this time to journey forward, learning to be guided by my indwelling Christ. I leave my inner altar knowing that in the oneness seed that resides within me contains a vision and understanding beyond that which I can imagine. I accept that the source of me knows my needs before I do. Therefore, I come to this inner place at this time, not to request, not to seek, not to ask, not to beg, but instead to surrender to the truth that it is the source within me that doeth the work. I come to surrender to the allness of the oneness found through my indwelling Christ. I come to surrender to being a vehicle for divine expression. I now rest in my disengagement of yesterday and tomorrow, and instead fully engage in this moment, at this time, in the experience of the presence of the source of me being awake and active in me right now. And I rest. Breathe in. Hold it. Release. Breathe in. Hold it. Release. Now rest. How good was that? Let this conscious union of this moment move with you, move with me, move with us throughout this day. Knowing that with acknowledgement, cooperation, and expected presence, this union can come forth into our experience, no matter the day, no matter the time. Until next time, this is Reverend Arkan for Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online spiritual community streaming from Chicago, saying thank you so much for your consciousness and namaste.